Hello, welcome to Faith, Hope, Love. It's your weekly podcast that talks about the Bible using teachings and stories and illustrations. This week, our topic is Say No to Bitterness. In furtherance of our love series, we are looking at Ephesians 4 verse 31. It opens by saying, "Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor be put away from you." We are zooming in on bitterness this week. While growing up, I always was made to prepare the chicken for roasting, and that meant that I had to clean the chicken and cut off the parts not needed. Example, the intestine. My dad will always say, "Be careful with this green thing here," referring to the gallbladder. Once it spills on the chicken, it will have a bitter taste. Let's just say I did my best, but there were those days, sorry dad. Well, in this week's text, the Bible says we should put away all bitterness. Funnily, the word bitterness is written in Acts 8:23 as gall of bitterness, describing its mode of action. Remember what that fluid my dad asked me to avoid did to my chicken? That's exactly what bitterness does to the rest of you. Like bile in the chicken's gallbladder, the gall of bitterness defiles the rest of you. Once it bursts, it makes you less appealing, distasteful. It literally renders you unusable. Hebrews 12:15 also refers to bitterness as root of bitterness, signifying that bitterness births other things. Looking diligently, lest any man fail of the grace of God, lest any root of bitterness spring up, troubling you, and thereby many be defiled. Bitterness is a root whose fruit is defilement. Like my chicken story, as soon as the gallbladder bursts open, the chicken is defiled. Protect your heart from bitterness. That's all I'm saying this week. It messes up the rest of your life. That's all I have for you. Until next week, say no to bitterness.